You are a wine journalist, but for this event, main sommelier who were pairing wine with meals. How did you like the event?
Well, I was one of the lucky ones who were actually here last year for the event as well. This year I had the chance to know all the wines before I could actually come to the event. So I did all the pairing long time ahead, which is important because the wine pairing is always dependent on how many people do you have, how is the style of the cooks how do they prepare their dishes. So you definitely need some time for that. But I really liked it.
This was very ambitious because you had 2 samples of wine to every meal, which means 7 courses, 14 samples, sometimes even white and red. How did you manage that?
Well, and don't forget the different number of people. I mean, we had everything from 60 people to 130 people. But coming back to your question, if you know the chefs a little bit, you know their style, you know how they prepare the food. Is it spicy? Is it very much based on spices? Is it based on the original taste? Is it well cooked? You know, all the different things that you have to take into consideration. And I mean, we called it winemakers dinners, or Martin called it winemakers dinners, so we had to offer a big choice. It's an easy thing to combine lobster with 2 white wines, but we always wanted to have one wine on the sure side, you know, to make sure this wine is a perfect match, but also one experimental wine. So this is what we did. And in most of the cases, I would say we managed, or at least this is what people told me who were attending the dinners.
So it's possible to say they were very satisfied with your choice?
I hope so. At least towards me, they told me that they were satisfied, and I think the organizers seem to be satisfied with the choice. But sometimes it's a va-banque play, because, you know, if you play with a lobster and a very light red wine, it can be really good, but it can also be a total disaster. This is why we always had one wine on the sure side.
And there is the special climate here. I got the feeling that especially Mosella wines are very, very fitting with some meals here. Do you think so? Sweet white wines are better here in this climate than in Europe, or not?
There is no place where they taste better for sure. I mean, if you have high humidity, if you have high temperatures, if you have spicy food, sometimes very spicy food, you need low alcohol, you need fresh acidity, you need you need something fresh and crispy, and the sugar goes really well. I mean, last year we had the experience with even more winemakers from Mosel Valley, but we didn't want to make it an event just for Mosel wines, so Martin decided to bring in some other winemakers as well. But for me, the easiest wines to match were definitely the German white wines, because of the low alcohol, higher residual sugar, somewhere between 12 and 25 grams, perfect in this climate. 9%, 10% alcohol, it's perfect. You drink it and you don't get smashed.
So it's possible to say, if you really want to test good Mosella wine, go to British Virgin Island for winemakers dinners and test it, yeah?
Oh, definitely. There you have a good choice, and there you have definitely also the chance to taste it with good food. I mean, and the climate's just perfect for it.
If you would got task to invite all people to this special event, what would you say to them? Invite them, please.
Everybody come over here. You would not believe it's a remarkable place. It's called British Virgin Island. Nobody knows where it is. Well, I didn't know it 1 year ago. But you have to come. Perfect climate, perfect food, at least when the winemakers dinners are on, and excellent wines, and you'll definitely not regret it.